Alright, let's share this out. Ooh. What am I supposed to let you know, Titan Mom? What am I supposed to let you know? How's the audio, by the way? Is it good? The Purple Hyacinth. Oh, yes. This is from Purple Hyacinth. And we got Weathering with You right up here in the corner. If it farts loudly. Okay, cool. True. Alright, let me tweet this out real quick. Good audio? Bet. Yes, this is definitely water. It is very tasty water. It's not mango flavored or anything like that. Water slurp ASMR. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me see if I can actually get some Spotify playing. Let's see if my laptop can handle it. You're surprisingly hungover. I'm actually hanging out with someone tonight, so I might not actually be free. But I should be free tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Dead to you? It's a good dude. I went on the gym grind, so we good. Alright, let's see if I remember how to add. Shit. Is it a browser? Is it a media source? It is a big glass since it fills one can, I guess, about the same. Oh shit, no, that's not a media file. How do I add? I used to have Spotify on here, but I don't know where it went. Alright, we'll wait for a couple people to come in, I guess, and then we can get started. Let's see, I put it on Twitter. I texted a couple people. I think that's all I need to do, right? Nothing else? My live streams don't usually have that many views unless I'm like doing something like Feta, which I will do at some point. I have to finish I think I have to finish door 8. I want to finish it by the end of this month because we only got about 2 hours into door 8. And I'm assuming door 8 is super long, right, Donnie? Could be wrong. we are gonna finish. We're going to finish. We're going to finish. Don't worry. We will finish. Indeed. Let's see. Spotify Premium. Okay, it shows it like that. Okay, sure. What did I just do? That's not what I want. I want to crop it. Where the fuck are... Where are the settings at? No, I don't want to transform it. Properties. What's up, Julian? Did you get many questions? I got a good bit of questions. Yes, although only through like Twitter and some on Discord, but not many. No, I didn't get a single comment on the actual like YouTube like community page post. Like none of that. None of that. Learning how to use OB. So I knew how to use. I knew how to put like the Spotify thing there, but I haven't done it in so long. It's fine. We don't need music. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. All right. Let me pull up some of these questions. Let's see. Let's see. What's in the memes playlist, by the way? I think it's fake rap, to say the least. I think it is. I could be wrong though. All right, what happens if I just play? Screw it. I'll worry about Spotify the next time I stream IRL. So. A couple of the questions are repeats from my 1K Q&A, I think. Like what inspired you to be to get on YouTube, so on and so forth. Some of them are repeat, but like my 1K live stream only got like maybe 100 views. So I doubt anyone that's watched it asked the same question, so it's fine. And for 1K, I did a giveaway. I'm not gonna do a giveaway for 2K. We grinding for that 5K subscriber status, so I'll do like a big giveaway for then. And my goal is to hit 5K a year from now, so end of February 2023. I think is a good, because I can talk about like kind of some of the things that I want to do to actually hit that, but yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. So we can rack in some money through AdSense, and I did give away US only, so 5K will be international. You know, I might give away the Fata limited collector's edition for Fata Morgana, you know. I'm sure that would be pretty enticing for some people, since I'm assuming it's out of stock. There's no way that's still in stock. But who knows? End of Door 8 plus, what is it? Requiem or Reincarnation or any of the side stories might bump me up. I don't think I'll stream any of the side stories or Requiem. I'll just play that and see how the story resonates with me when I'm like by myself and not streaming it. It is a big cup. The cup fills one can of we can call it water, yeah. We can call it water. Yeah, so I want to see if me streaming it is causing me to not like the VN so much, or it's me by itself would have a different impact. I have no idea. Requiem alone, exactly. Yeah. So I'll just play it, and like, how long is Requiem? Is it possible to play that in like a day, or would I need to break it up into a couple sessions? Thinking like me, since I can't sit through that much, but. All right, let's go through some of these questions. All right, we'll start with Mizu's question. Mizu, I don't know if you're here, but this one's for you. 12. Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah, I can't do that in one setting. So, I was about to ask how you rate Feta as a whole. I haven't finished it yet. I don't see it going past. I don't see it going past a 7, maybe an 8. I don't know. I still think really fondly of Door 6. Door 6 is really good. Door 7 is also very good with the backstory, but I won't say anything until I actually finish Door 8, since it's the final door. So I'm sure the conclusion slaps, so my rating will go up for it. But like, my lowest ratings for the doors, like the first 2 doors, are like 6s or 6.5. So like they're okay. But what's up, Mega? What's up? All right, Mizu. Your question was, what or who inspired you to start a YouTube channel, and what are some positives you gained from creating and maintaining it? Yo, what happened to the Tower of God reviews? I can actually answer that. I do not enjoy Tower of God anymore. Ever since the hiatus, like since it came back from hiatus, the story's not resonating with me as much. I'm not sure if it's like webtoon like burnout, or the fact that like when it went to hiatus, I read through like so much manga and anime, so my perspectives on storytelling and what I like has changed drastically. So that plays a part to it. But I'm also a little burnt out on Purple Hyacinth as well. So I don't know if it's just webtoons in general or just my tastes have changed. But if I'm not like feeling a story week to week, doing a review on it, on a story that I'm not fully invested or fully enjoying, is like extremely taxing. So yeah, that's why I haven't done any Tower of God reviews. Purple Hyacinth for season 3. Season 3 is coming out on Monday. The way that I'll do reviews for that series will change drastically compared to week, just because I'm still feeling a little bit of the burnout, so we'll see how it actually goes. But great question, Brian. Alright, so Mizu asked, what inspired me, as my name is inspirational. So it was right outside of college, May 2019. Yeah, the feeling of the story has changed a bit too. So I haven't even kept up with Tower God anymore. I read like 3 to 4 chapters outside of hiatus, and that's about it. And then I just dropped it. I put it on pause and then I dropped it because I stopped like watching like review videos or anything from it. And a lot of my inspirations, one of my inspirations is Nye D. Hemmings. He's still doing Tower of God. I know he switched a little bit and added some Kubera, I think that's how you pronounce it, weekly reviews. But he was one of the people that I looked up to when I was watching a lot of Tower of God reviewers, and he is one of the inspirations. Him and a lot of One Piece YouTube. Man drops everything, yeah. A lot of One Piece YouTube, so Tekking, Joy Boy reviews, Mr. Morge, and now recently I've been watching a lot of Sawyer 7 Mage or whatever his name is. I used to watch that daily, so when a One Piece chapter would come out, I would watch Tekking, Joy Boy first, and then I would go to Morge and Sawyer, and that was just my rotation since like in the middle of college, and I really, really liked Joy Boy's way of doing it, which was kind of like a form of a podcast. So I was like, I can do this as well. And when I looked in the space for Tower of God outside of Nye, like there wasn't anyone else that like I felt really captured like the nitty gritty details for each of the Tower of God reviews. And this was obviously before an anime announcement or anything. So I created a podcast using I don't even know what it was this free podcasting app, Anchor. I think it was called Anchor. So I was on there. I started in May 2019, did it for a couple of months, and then I realized that Anchor owned the rights to all my content. So any episodes that I put on Anchor, they technically had the right to do whatever they wanted, and I was like, that's not good. I'd rather have ownership of my own. So I switched to a podcast like hosting service, so I had control of my own content, and I was like, all right, podcasts are cool, but I know that YouTube has this amazing algorithm, and if I bank on that, I can probably get more views and get more attention to me just talking about Tower of God. So I was like, all right, like let's do it. So I switched to YouTube, and I have I don't even know if some of the videos are like public anymore, but yeah, I would have like the artwork that my designer would make, and I would just throw that up, put the title like chapter or episode, season 3, episode blah, chapter blah blah blah. I make up a title because Tower of God didn't have titles. I think it still doesn't have titles, so there's no way of knowing like what each chapter is. So I would like come up with my own titles, and then I would just talk for like 6-7 minutes. They were really bad to begin with, like especially the podcast days. Like obviously they're a lot. I feel like they're a lot better now, but it was really hard for me to like just talk into a mic completely like alone, like I'm talking to someone. It was extremely unnatural. And yeah, I think I grew. I kept doing it. Nothing really amounted much. And then the anime got announced, and I was like, oh, like this is crazy. Like I didn't expect an anime to come out of Tower of God of all things. Like it's a webtoon. Like there's no anime for webtoons. So when the webtoon would come out, or sorry, when the anime would come out, I made a Twitter. I was like, all right, like let's make some threads. Let's talk about each of the episodes, and then I would use those threads as my script for my like cut content, whatever, comparing the webtoon to the anime, and I kept that up all the way throughout the run of the anime, and I would post on like Reddit and whatnot, and try to like, I was like on YouTube like left and right, responding, answering questions, like going into other like Tower of God reviewers, and there's a lot of React channels that like blew up around that time, and some of my videos got some like decent views. And at that point, like decent views was like more than 50 views, and I was like, yo, like this shit is popping. Like let's go. Like we're getting somewhere. Like I remember getting excited for like 200 views I got for like, oh my gosh, the anime got announced. And I was like, oh, like we blowing up. The algorithm on my side. Like we got 200 views. Obviously, like the view count or whatnot is different nowadays, but still like hitting that like jolt of like impressions and clicks were great, especially with like how terrible the thumbnails honest. Like the art is good, but my thumbnail and like title creation were not good at all. Cuz I would just use the same like I would use like a screen cap or or the same like one like image that my designer made, and I was not like really experimenting with what I wanted to do. And the main focus was search and like search terms. So I would always put Tower of God. I would always put like 15 different like hashtags and tags, which like nowadays those tags aren't that important anymore. So I don't even use it. But yeah, it was Tower of God. It was One Piece, and I don't really want to talk about One Piece because it's 1,000. It's over 1,000 chapters series, and like I would have to reread so much to even talk about it. So I love watching him, and I was like, I can emulate this in the webtoon space for Tower of God. And then we branched out. So episode 40 of Purple Hyacinth, when it was in season 1, came out, and I was like, bro, this is popping off. So I used some coins where you can like literally read like chapters that are ahead. So like that would get released like a couple weeks later. You can pay like some coins to read them. So I read from episode 40 was public, so I read there. I think there were 3 that were up, so I read 41, 42, 43 using my coins, because I would use coins for Tower God anyways, and I was like, all right, I'll do it for Purple Hyacinth. And like the story popped off, and I was like, I gotta talk about it. So that's when I started doing Tower God and Purple Hyacinth like chapter like weekly reviews, and that blew up. I made like a season 1 like the truth about lying for Purple Hyacinth, and I like shared it, and like the author for Purple Hyacinth, or the artist for Purple Hyacinth, Sophism, like shared it on her Instagram, and that gave like thousands of views and thousands of impressions into like my channel. And I was like, oh, like we made it. This is it. We made it. What's up, Leo? This is it. We made it. So Purple Hyacinth was really like my big like, okay, like I can pivot to another series and still get crazy amounts of views if I was talking about something else. So I didn't have to pigeonhole myself into Tower of God. So I branched into like a couple of webtoons here and there. Eventually I just like dropped those because it was extremely taxing doing weekly reviews for like 4 or 5 different series. I was like, nah, let's not do that. So I only kept Tower of God and Purple Hyacinth. At that point, Tower of God went to hiatus, so it was whatever. And then Purple Hyacinth had like a couple month break between seasons. Like between season 1 and 2, there was like a 3-month break, and then between season 2 and now season 3 coming out, I think it's what, August, September, October, November, December, about like 6 months. So like during these breaks, like obviously there would be a drop in viewer count. So I was like, what else can I talk about? And October of 2020 is when I read Hoseki no Kuni, because it was blowing up on Twitter, and I think I got to it just a little before like the huge wave of people that started reading Hoseki no Kuni, because Donnie was really into it, and like he was the only one that would comment on any of my like tweets about Hoseki no Kuni, and I was like, bro, what's going on? Yeah, it was about 6 months between season 2 and season 3. Hey, yo, you're doing a Hoseki video, Leo? Yo, link me when you release it. I am down for it. I'm down to watch that. But yeah, it was like Donnie was the only one that would like comment on any of my Hoseki like tweets, and I was like, alright, like this is cool. So like I caught up within a day. I read all of Hoseki no Kuni, and it was very good. And I was like, well, this would be cool to talk about, since like before I like release videos, obviously I like look up and see what's existing out there, and a lot of Hoseki no Kuni videos were like 3 years old. There was nothing new for it, and not many people did weeklies, and Hoseki is a monthly series, so it was like whatever. But I was like, all right, like I can probably do a video, and it took me like almost like a month or so to figure out what I wanted to talk about. And me and Donnie agree. I think it's like my best video that I have, like theory wise, because it was such a good video. I'm glad I got so many views. Like it's 40 something thousand views at this point. But when I was releasing it, I was like, this is a really good concept and like a perfect thumbnail, because my designer like went off on it. It's the image that I'm using for my banner for my channel at the moment, with the eye and the Mercury and foes. Like it's such a good video, dude. It's such a good video. When I realized the eyes, I was like, oh my goodness. Let's see what I can do. And to be honest, like whenever I rewatch that video, like I'm like, man, like this intro sucks. Like it's taking too long for me to build up, and I'm trying to get better with like intros and hooking people. Just looking at analytics, like people click off of a video within the first like 10 seconds if it doesn't have a good intro. So I'm trying to get better with that, so we have better retention on the channel. But 94 94 video was good. Was really good, and I had already thought about doing like, all right, like let's do Hoseki no Kuni. Right before I like was ready to release the video, like it went on hiatus. I was like, bruh, like what is this? What is this timing? Why is Ichika like? Why she get the PS5? Like, come on, I want to do this monthly and like generate like, a good following around it, because the 94 video at the time, like a couple weeks in, there wasn't too much traction within the first like 2 to 3 weeks, but like a month after that video came out was when like hiatus really hit. You good at hooking people, especially. Yeah, true. Is the story for Hoseki the same in the manga as in the anime? It is the same, but it's presented in completely different ways. So even if you've watched the anime, I suggest you read from the beginning, because it's worth it. It's worth it. What's up, Toshi? Thank you. I appreciate it. Quick question: have you played any visual novels? I am currently playing my first visual novel, Fata Morgana, or The House of Fata Morgana. There is a playlist in my channel somewhere that has my like streams for it. I just started Door 8 for Fata. I haven't read any of their visual novels because I don't like visual novels, and I don't know if I don't know if I'll read any more visual novels. Well, I can talk about it. There's a question that talks about visual novels later, so I'll talk about that later. But yeah. Yes, the anime is a perfect adaptation. It was the first, like, I was like, man, like 3D CG. This is good. This is good. Hoseki, Beastars, and now like Dorohedoro is also really good. I just watched that recently. Just with 3D, like it doesn't like stick out to me as like ugly anymore, because I've seen good quality of it. So yeah. The game stuff reminds me, will you? Some Elden Ring. So I don't like hard games, and Elden Ring is what, a Souls game, so I'm definitely not gonna play it. I'll probably watch someone play it, but I play games for the story. So I'm playing on either like regular mode, normal mode. I never go to easy because I feel like that's copping out too much, but no, I play on normal. So like if the game is too challenging, like I'm not going. You haven't seen the culmination of CJ X-Arm? Yeah, I'm not gonna watch X-Arm. No, I'm good. I've seen some clips. Mizu's favorite. I know he was hyping it up. I'm still on Mizu's question. I think I got off track. Hold up. What are some positives you've gained from creating and maintaining the channel? I think the biggest reason for the channel, like Twitter, my Twitter only existed because I had the channel and I wanted to promote my videos. That's the only reason I made a Twitter. And I've met a lot of really, really cool, interesting people on Twitter. So I'm like happy for that. And like the fact is, like, my thoughts are my own, but people actually like understand and like enjoy listening to my thoughts. That's really big. It's a big like self-confidence boost. And like me just being able to talk like in a mic now, like with the camera, like kind of naturally, not too much naturally, like I think that's really dope. Like I didn't think I would ever pick up those skills. Like I'm not antisocial, but talking like to a screen is completely different from talking to like a regular person. So I'm glad I picked up the skill, especially with quarantine. Like a lot of like interviews and stuff are online now, and I did not have the skills to excel in that, and I think I do now for sure. And YouTube is a huge business, right? So I've been learning a lot about branding and stuff. So yeah, this year's main focus is branding this channel. So I'll see how it works. Because most of my videos up to this point, up to this year, have been targeting like search terms. So if you searched Hoseki no Kuni, if you searched Tower of God, if you searched Purple Hyacinth, my videos should be like the first ones popping up. That's how I target it. But even with Hoseki no Kuni, if you search like Hoseki no Kuni 94 or 95, my videos aren't at the top. You would have to search Inspirational and then Hoseki to get my videos up top. So search, I don't think, is the way to go to get searchability. I think I want to target like the homepage and competing on the homepage for people's recommendations. So my thumbnail aesthetic. So if someone sees one of my thumbnails on the homepage, they should recognize, oh, yo, this is that Inspirational guy. He has that minimal aesthetic for his thumbnails. I know exactly, like, this looks different from everything else on the homepage. I might click on it. Even if the series is not something I've read or anything like that. So that plus maybe shifting into more spoiler-free, like, beginnings for videos. I haven't fully decided if I want to do that. I'm experimenting with Death Note, I think. So I can talk about, like, my next big video that's coming at the end of this month is about Death Note, Another Note by Nisio Isen. But a lot of fans of Death Note might not have read a light novel because it's a light novel and it's words. So my goal is to have this video on their homepage and they see this really nice artwork that I got permission from an artist to put as my thumbnail. And like the thumbnail is going to be extremely enticing, talking about only Death Note. And then it's going to have that like hook at the beginning within the first 15 seconds that it's not just regular Death Note. It's not about the anime. It's not about the manga. It's about a book. So that's the plan. I'll see how it actually performs when I put it out. And obviously this year is filled with Nisio Isen. So I don't have easy access to just like anime clips because it's all words, and I don't want to use Zaragoto clips because the OVA kind of sucks. So like I don't want to use it. So I'm trying to get creative. I'm trying to get creative with how I do it. So it's gonna be a challenge. But yeah, that is. I guess that's the first question. I definitely went on a tangent, but making videos on books is hard, yeah. Because you can't just, there's not easy visuals for you to do. So I'm trying to partner with an artist to see how I can do some really cool visuals. We'll see how it turns out, but yeah. Any chance I'm bringing back the Tatami Galaxy series? Great question, Jacob. Great question. That first video did not do too well. I don't think, like, the way I pitched it was good, but it is my favorite anime. So Tatami Galaxy is my favorite anime. I've been trying so hard to find an angle for episode 2 that I'm satisfied with, and I haven't. I really haven't. So we'll see if I can get like videos for episode 2 to 11 out before Tatami Blues, the sequel for Tatami Galaxy, which is set to come out sometime this year. We'll see if I can actually get that done. I have a lot of ideas. I have a lot of ideas for videos and not enough time because I'm working at the moment, so I don't have an ETA or anything for Tatami Galaxy. I'm sorry. Let's see, what else did I miss? Do you like AOT CG? It's way better than Mappa's, or Mappa's CG is way better than Wit's. I still don't really love the CG, but it's integrated really well. So, like, great props. I'm also extremely indifferent about AOT at the moment, and I don't see that changing anytime soon, so that's obviously affecting my influence on whether I like it or not. Let's see, did I miss anything else? Don't worry, you good at hooking people, especially bitches. Thank you, Mega. Yeah, 94 video, my 94 video for Hoseki, I believe, is like my top 1 video. Obviously, it has the second most views. People, my 95 video has hit over 50k views, and I think that's because it's the last chapter before hiatus. And the thumbnail is honestly better and more clickable because it's, what's her face? It's Karen Gorm on there. And it's a really like black background, and a lot of people have YouTube on dark mode. So even though it blends with the background for dark mode, like it stands out really well. because of that effect that my designer made. So I get why it has more views, but yeah. Let's see, how much time did it take you to... Oh, wait, hold on. X-Arm is the Mona Lisa of the 21st century? Sure, yes. The anime was great. It was in my top 5 when it came out. Yep. Making videos on books can be very... Yeah, it's words. Like, no one wants to see, like... Just like on Twitter, like, no one cares if you put, like, a screenshot of a paragraph on there. Like, who cares about that? It's the same thing with the video. Like, it's not visually appealing, and most of my videos aren't visually appealing. I just throw in some clips or some, like, screenshots of manga panels. Like, it's really bad. It's really not visually interesting, and especially, like, me, someone who really likes a visual aesthetic on, like, the manga and anime that I watch and read, I should also have a visual flair to my videos, so I'm working on that. I don't have many technical skills, so instead of complaining about the fact that I don't have technical skills, I should work on actually doing the technical stuff. Let's see. What's your favorite anime and manga and webtoon? So my favorite anime is Tatami Galaxy. My favorite manga is Vinland Saga. And my favorite webtoon at the moment is Purple Hyacinth, but I'm slightly burnt out on Purple Hyacinth, so we'll see how season 3 delivers when it releases on Monday. How much time did it take you to talk naturally in front of a camera? And did you even have a hard time? I had a terrible time with camera. Even like from... I think it took me like 3 months to go from no camera, just talking to a mic regularly. That took a really long time. I literally had to FaceTime like my editor at the moment, Titan Bomb. He was here earlier. I don't know if he's still here, but I literally had to like FaceTime him and read my script without looking at him, and it still sounded robotic as like it's really bad. And I don't know if any of those videos are still like public for you guys, but they're not. It was not good. It felt like I was like up like taking a class on public speaking, and I was just like regurgitating words that I wrote down. And my scripts aren't that great. It's not like I have like any kind of like strong English background other than the fact that I like did public school in America. That's about it. But I never took any like AP English classes. Like I'm STEM focused, so that took a long time. I think it took about a month for me to go from like only reading a script to like being able to talk about it without a script on camera. Some of my videos for Purple Hyacinth Season 2, I tried using... So I got like the PS5 around that time. I bought like the built-in camera, which the camera sucks, but it was like a built-in camera for the PS5. So I like hooked it up. I would play like... At the time, I played like Bug Snacks, and I only used that so I could like stream and record because I didn't really understand OBS. And if you couldn't tell at the beginning, I still don't understand I'm never going to understand OBS. Like that's not going to happen. What am I drinking? Just some water. That's mango flavored. So if you want, I'll try to find those videos, Julian, and link them to you to see, because I didn't think I sounded very natural, and people like pointed out in the comments that like these sound different from your scripted videos, and like obviously I was testing the waters with unscripted videos. Now I can like, I don't need a script for weekly reviews or monthly reviews. I can just like slap something on without the camera and just talk about it. But I have no idea who Flaming Cats is, but true. Yeah, now I can like pretty casually talk about it. Like I got these. Oh, okay, Jules. All right. Obviously I can like talk about it pretty casually now, but it definitely took like at least a month for it. Let's see. What do I think about the current arc for Vinland Saga? The art has dropped considerably since Yukimura has switched from physical to digital. I still enjoy it as much as I've been enjoying it. Vinland Saga I've been reading since 2009. Like I caught up at the beginning of Farmland Saga, and I have a very like complicated relationship with it, and it's my top one manga for a reason. So I don't see any drop off. Obviously, if you talk to almost anyone on Twitter, they'll say that it dropped off after Farmland, but we shall see. You think they got to it too quickly? No, I always knew that it would be 4 arcs, so no, not really. Because it's not still that paradise that it was supposed to be, so I'm not sure what Yukimura has planned, but I believe in him no matter what, so. Even if it doesn't pan out well, like, it's still going to be probably top 10 or something, so I'm not too pressed. I am in it for the long haul. Let's see, I already answered. I'm drinking some water. Oh, I'm actually out of water, so let me go get some more water. I'll be right back. All right. What's the next question? Did being a teacher help with speaking? No, since the kids are like half my age and they don't respect me at all, so I don't really care. As we say, F them kids, like, but no. I don't think it helped. Teaching has definitely helped me with a lot of other things. Like teaching in a classroom setting, I've taught like tutoring and other stuff like one-on-one or like college tutoring. Like that's different. So I've been teaching for a while. It's just this year is like the main like classroom teaching. So yeah, yeah. But F them kids. I wouldn't respect you either. Don't worry, Jules. Don't worry. I know. I know. Let's see. What else? I think people dislike the sudden shift in tone. Bro, there's been a so there was a sudden shift in tone from prologue to Farmland, and now there's a sudden shift. Like Vinland has always been about sudden shifts, so yeah, that's nothing new. That's nothing new. That's nothing new at all. What are your thoughts about on comics? I don't think I've read any DC or Marvel comics. I remember watching a lot of like Marvel videos in college because my roommate was really into it. So I have like vague understandings and stuff like that, but I haven't actually read any comics. I think I've only read two. Let's see. I read the Miles Morales comics after Spider-Verse movie. And then I've read Blue Valentine. Well, I think that's what it's called. It was a Spider-Man comic. I read that after No Way Home. Those are the two comics that I've read. I think it's cool. Oh, no. Hold on. And I've read The Killing Joke by Alan Moore because it was referenced in Purple Hyacinth, and I made a video about that. And that comic is very good. The Killing Joke is very good. So, but yes. Do I have any favorites for comics? I guess The Killing Joke is good, but I've also only read I've only read 3 comics, so favorites don't really matter at that point. I don't have enough of a catalog to pick favorites. Yeah, the story is heading in a new direction, but it's still interesting. I'm assuming that's about Vinland. Yeah. It's still interesting to me. It's never not going to be interesting to me. Kids do be down bad. Yeah. Oh, the Shining reference in Baltics. Yes, yes, Jules. Yes, you know. That was hilarious. I love Thorkill a lot. Would you rather have Hoseki no Kuni start tomorrow or have 10 next chapters of Vinland in your hands? I guess Hoseki, because Vinland will continue and hopefully finish sometime soon. We have no idea when Hoseki will come back. We absolutely no idea. Ichikawa probably about to get Elden Ring next week. Like, let's be real. She grinding. She grinding. Any series that you have your eyes on to cover in the channel down the line, like super down the line? Other than like Zargoto, that'll be the main thing for this year. I have either Tatami Blues or Vinland Saga Season 2. Or made it so like there's three options: Vinland Saga Season 2, Vinland Saga Season 2, Tatami Blues, or Made in Abyss Season 2. I think I'll pick one of these three to potentially do like weekly reviews as the episodes come out. I don't know which one, and I'm like afraid to do Vinland Saga because I didn't really like the anime for Vinland Saga Season 1. Like, obviously, I loved it because it got an anime, but it wasn't that good as an adaptation. Like, obviously, I like the manga more. So, it might narrow down between Tatami Blues and Made in Abyss. But the thing with Tatami Blues is it's not Yuasa, but I do like Shingo Natsume. I really liked Sunny Boy, so I think it's really promising, and that might be the thing that I'll do weekly. But Made in Abyss, we about to get the Golden City. We're about to get Layer 6. So that's kind of fire. And I want to talk about it. But I obviously like the manga for Made in Abyss a lot more than the anime. No matter how good Penkin's OSTs are, like I definitely like it. So one of those three. Outside of that, individual videos I have planned. There's a video on Mars Red Episode 1. There's a video on Rakugo. One of the stories or plays from Rakugo that I definitely want to talk about. Endless 8, Haruhi. You already know I'm going to talk about that. That's planned. What else is planned off the top of my head? There's something... Oh, Violet Evergarden movie. Something about the movie for Violet Evergarden, that's also planned. And if a seasonal of some kind, like, really strikes a chord with me, a couple months down the line, I'll talk about it. My philosophy for the channel centers around two things. Either I'm, like, a weekly, like, thing that I've talked about, so I'll stick with it weekly and I'll talk about it. So, like, Purple Hyacinth is, like, something that's, like, as it happens, I react to it. Not really react, but I talk about it and put it up. So that's that kind of video. And my like analysis or deep thought videos, if I've experienced the series recently, I'd rather not talk about it immediately. In my eyes, I want to wait at least 6 months to a year after I've enjoyed a series to talk about it. Because I want that series to process in the back of my head. Because, like, I've been consuming a lot of, like, really, really high-quality series recently. Within the past 2 years, like, the volume is crazy. And I can't process all of it. It's not realistic. So, being able to, like, sit and actually think about it when I'm in my downtime. I have, like, this thing on Notion where I just dump ideas in there, so... Yeah, Hoseki was definitely an exception because, like, that, the theory about the eyes that I came up with, I was like, bro, I have to talk about this. Like, we have to talk about this. Let's pump this out. So Hoseki was really, like, obviously a exception to that, and it worked out really well. Like, before Hoseki, I think I was at, like, 200. I think I was at 200 subs. Because I don't remember when I made my... No, the 250 special, if you guys haven't seen my 250 subscriber special, I do a dance, so I'm sure you can find that on my channel. You can look it up. But I released the Hoseki right around 250, I think. And obviously we're at 2K at the point, and like a majority of those views are coming from Hoseki no Kuni like videos. Like the fan base is crazy. Like it's crazy the amount of views that I get. It's all coming from Hoseki no Kuni. Like there's no doubt about it. So I struck gold with it. Like I struck gold. I got lucky. Do I have more Hoseki? I have one more Hoseki no Kuni in the pipeline. It's a collaboration. I actually have to look at the document sometime this week and come up with something. It's a really, really interesting like video because it's not my idea. It's someone else's idea. And like I really want to showcase it because it's extremely interesting. And I've never seen anybody talk about it. So the reason why I haven't continued doing Hoseki no Kuni videos is like, if you've noticed, like the past 3 Hoseki no Kuni videos, they feel for me they feel forced, because I was like, all right, like I'm going to make a Hoseki no Kuni video every month until hiatus is done. Hiatus, we have no idea when it's gonna disappear, right? Like we have no idea when we're getting new chapters, and I don't want to force myself to make a video because I feel like you can tell the difference when someone is forcing it, when someone actually cares about it. And I felt like I was forcing myself with Hoseki no Kuni videos, and I don't want to ever feel like that. So I was like, all right, like let me take a break from Hoseki, give myself time, and I have this one video. Sometime this year it'll come out. I'm really hoping that Ichikawa just comes back and we can just do monthly chapter reviews. Like that would be perfect. But yeah. Yes. Let's see. Hold up. Let me catch up on this. He's going to cover One Piece? No, there's no way I'm ever going to. I will say, look, so there was this huge stretch about like a year and a half where I stopped watching One Piece anime review videos. And that's crazy because I've been watching One Piece anime review videos for the better part of like 5 years, right? No, not 5. Yeah, almost 5 at this point. And I just stopped watching them. And it was kind of crazy to me that I stopped watching them because this is what got me to make YouTube videos. And it wasn't until 1027, some chapter in the 1020s, that like really I was like, I need to hear someone else's thought about it. This was about one of the big 3 in One Piece. I don't want to go into spoilers because some of you, especially Donnie, is put it on pause to catch up, so I don't want to like talk about it too much. But like that chapter, I was like, bro, this chapter like is crazy. Let me hear like my guys talk about it. I still haven't watched a Tekken video in a while because they're a little long, but Morge, Sawyer, Joy Boy, like we watching all of those. And since that chapter, I've been back. Like my drives to work are kind of long, so I've been just popping those. They're like a podcast, so it's pretty nice. Will I ever cover One Piece? No, I don't think so. Didn't think about Elden Ring. Yeah, you know Ichikawa gonna watch. She gonna play Elden Ring. Let's be real. She gonna play Elden Ring. Like she's not gonna come back anytime soon. And it's like I've like gone through all 5 stages of like you know Dabda, like denial, acceptance, anger, whatever. Like I've gone through all 5 stages for Hoseki no Kuni. Like I'm done at this point. We'll wait till it comes back. As far as you are right now, what do you like most about Castle Swimmer comic? The vertical spreads are beautiful. And the story about the Chosen One and like the consequences of that and how it affects everyone. Because everyone has a dream, right? So what does it mean to rely on a dream that might never come true is very fascinating. I really like the way that the author deals with that. I am slowly going through it, Julian, don't worry. I will catch up so we can talk about it weekly eventually. I'll catch up. I've been saying that for almost a year now, but I will catch up. Brian, is she really playing PS5 or is that just a joke? I don't know. I don't know. Me and my editor joke about we joke about how she playing Call of Duty with us on voice chat, and like, I don't know if people actually believe that as fact or not, but like, I do not have any contact information to Ichikawa. I don't speak Japanese. We're just trolling. Like, I have no idea what Ichikawa is doing. There was this event for Tokyo, like, exhibition that got delayed from 2020 that came out in 2021, and Ichikawa had some artwork on that. So I don't know if she did that artwork in 2021 or it was like pre-made and it just happened to be released, but that's the most recent thing that we've heard from Ichikawa that I know of. So I have no idea what she's doing, but I hope she's okay and I hope she's feeling good. Let's see, Mappa gonna nail it? What is Mappa gonna nail? Megan, I'm sorry, I don't remember what you're referring to. I need volume 8 and 9 of Made in Abyss. Yes, sir. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I don't even know what 8 and 9. I think that's layer 6. After a certain point, Jules, when you get to Made in Abyss, I do have a video on one of the chapters, and I think so. For me, my Hoseki no Kuni I video, which is 94, is my top 1 video. My top 2 video is this Made in Abyss one because of how it ties in with the arc. I think it's really cool, and I'm sure to make an updated version of that video when the anime covers that part of the arc. I think that would be really cool, so I'll just make an updated version of that. So I think that's 2, and then my third is my Truth About Lying for Purple Hyacinth. Those are my top 3 videos. With Hoseki no Kuni being a perfect anime adaptation, do you prefer the manga or the anime? I feel both conveyed emotion really well. That's a really hard question. That's a really hard question. At the end of season 1, like, the only reason why I don't have Hoseki no Kuni's anime rated higher is because episode 12, like, the way it ended didn't feel like a really good conclusion. It Like, I get there's more to the story, but it didn't feel like a good conclusion. That's the only reason I don't have it rated higher. I think one of the future arcs for Hoseki no Kuni, so spoilers for anyone. Nah, I won't say it. I won't say it. Because I know someone will watch this VOD that I know, and I don't want to spoil them in any way. So, one of the future arcs, or multiple of the future arcs for Hoseki no Kuni, will be absolutely fire. Absolutely fire in the anime. Absolutely fire. Now we need to wait for Beastar Season 3 to complete, I guess, at this point. I don't know. I have no idea when, I have no idea. I have no idea when we're going to get Season 2, but I am excited. Whenever that happens. I know they were recruiting for animators. Studio Orange. I don't know if it's Hoseki no Kuni related or not, and I don't want to give out misinformation, but I remember seeing a tweet about that, so yeah. Which one do I prefer? I really like the minimalism aesthetic for the manga. So I think I actually prefer the manga more. But the music for Hoseki no Kuni, it makes me tear up and like feel all kinds of emotion. So let's see. 9 just came back in stock. I don't know if I actually have 9. I had 1 to 8. No, I do have volume 9. I don't have volume 10 pre-ordered because it keeps getting delayed, so I'm like, I'm in no rush. I actually haven't read Made in Abyss physically, even though it's one of the first series that I've like had physically like caught up. I still haven't read it because when I do videos or something, like I can't read it physically because I need to take like screenshots and like put it in notes, so it's very counterintuitive for me to have physical volumes but of the series I want to talk about but I actually don't use it. But anyways, the Shinigami story, yes, Mega, that is the one that I want to cover for Rakugo. It's a story that resonates a lot because I'm really fascinated about death and the fact like death, immortal beings, like it's all tied around the idea of death, so I'm really fascinated about it. The Shinigami story is fire. I want to talk about it from Rakugo. Let's see, Donnie. I've always loved the Made in Abyss anime more. Mainly the atmosphere that the anime creates with the world combined with the OST. So, actually, for me, the drawing and the way that Akihito draws gives me more of an atmosphere than how the anime presents it. But I do agree that the OST is better. Can I name any of the OSTs for Made in Abyss? No, I can't. I might be able to once I rewatch it, but I can't. So the artwork and how he draws gives me the atmosphere. So that's why I prefer the manga more. Crunchyroll or Funimation? Crunchyroll. Funimation sucks. Funimation absolutely sucks. But they're merging, so I guess we're going for. Whose back hurts? What's up, Mr. Escobar? Yes. My back isn't sore yet. I'm sure it'll get sore in a couple hours. Do you have more? Okay, let's be honest. Your Hoseki no Kuni's made me subscribe. Thank you very much. Working chip, I appreciate it. I have one, at the moment, one Hoseki no Kuni planned for this year. We'll see when it comes out. I don't know when it'll come out. Yeah, most of your series, Leo, are on hiatus. I'm sorry. That does suck. That really does suck. Chainsaw Man coming back in June. I'm excited for that. My second channel, I'm going to be popping up. Pain. E video upcoming this year. You already know, Donnie, that's not going to happen. I don't think I can talk about E comprehensively. Just like I don't have a video on FOS, I'm not going to have a video on E this year. Maybe I'll do a video on FOS. So let's say Hoseki no Kuni doesn't go on hiatus, right? We're still on hiatus by December. Yeah, by December of this year, I'll put out a FOS video in December. Yeah, I'll put out a FOS for this December. Hoseki no Kuni or Purple Hyacinth? Conclusions are everything. Hoseki no Kuni at the moment, because I have never been frustrated. I have literally, usually I shouldn't reread so much, but like for every video that I've made on Hoseki no Kuni, I ended up rereading the entire series. So I think I have like 9 at this point in my catalog, so I've reread the story like 9 times to find like a good angle that I want to talk about. So Hoseki no Kuni, definitely. If it was Purple Hyacinth at the end of season 1, it would be higher, but season 2 is a mixed bag for me. So that weighs it down. What are some of your favorite Tower God moments or arcs? There's a lot for Tower God, but the push in season 1 was wild. I think they actually did a really good job in the anime just for that push part, but everything else was kind of I really like the Hell Train, but Hell Train is a huge saga, so I like the Floor of Death a lot. Elaine is one of my top 5 characters. I like Honky a lot too. I don't think I have a single moment from season 3, to be honest. So for Tower God, so those are the 2 that come to mind. Pad Paracha. I'm trying to convince someone that commented in this chat to make a video on Pad Paracha and hold up, Rue Teal. Yeah, that's right. I pronounced it right this time. Screw you, commenters. I can pronounce the gems names right. Rue Teal and Pad Paracha. That video would slap, and someone in this chat should definitely make that. The intro song for Hoseki no Kuni is godly. Yes, Working Chip, it is godly. I really like the ED a lot as well. Obviously, I made a video about the ED, so you should check it out. And I also like the alternate ED at the end of episode 8. Yeah, that's also a fire ED. Anime is clear for season 1. Manga better for the movie, in my opinion. Oh, for Made in Abyss? Yeah, I can say that, yeah. I think the manga is better for the movie because they cut out some really important points from the movie. Like, the movie was great. I'll give it that. It was great, but it missed some of the characterization. And I actually don't love Bondrewd as much as a lot of other people do. Let's see. Crunchyroll is literally getting all Funimation titles. Yeah, I'm down. That's why Crunchyroll better. That's why Crunchyroll better. Leah, I want to send you a screenshot of the Hoseki no Kuni. If you like put it, if you like upload it and unlist it and share me that link, I'll watch it. Like I don't mind watching it. Or if you want to send me the thumbnail, yeah. You know my Twitter, Leo. So just DM me. Will I make a Discord in the future? No. I'm barely on Discord to begin with. I'm only active on one server, and I'm not even that active anymore. I'm just too busy. If I make a Patreon or something like that, and I think I'm too small to make a Patreon and have it be successful, so if I make a Patreon, I'll do like Discord only access or something like that. That would be the only time. That'd be the only time I would actually do it. Yes, sir. House. Yes, sir. House boys up. Oh, I didn't share the live stream with the house boys. So I mean, if you can share it with them, if any of them are, I think it's nighttime for a lot of them. So House Nation. Yes, sir. Oh, Leo, you made a video about them. Can you link me? Rue tired. Wonder Egg continuation. Let's not talk. Okay, so about Wonder Egg, right? I made a video before the special came out. Like episode 12 came out, or I guess technically episode 11 for Wonder Egg. It was really good. It was fire. So I made a video about rebirths. The special came out. It actually supported the special a lot more on I's conclusion. So I actually enjoyed the video that I made. I was like, all right, it still holds ground, even if the special or the conclusion for Wonder Egg kind of sucks. So yeah, it was pretty fire. But at that time, there was a lot of like copyright like claims and strikes for Wonder Egg videos. So I privated it, and then I like forgot to unprivate it. So the video is kind of dead. And Wonder Egg finale also isn't that great, so I don't think it will get much traction. I don't think it's worth making another video on Wonder Egg. The only thing I could think of is maybe episode 6, because I love the title for episode 6 for Wonder Egg. It's called Punch Drunk Day. Like, that is a fire title for an episode. So that would be the only thing I would talk about. And I have no interest rewatching Wonder Egg again, so yeah. Yeah, Flaming Cats is Jules. Flaming Cats is Jules. Punch Drunk Love. Yes, sir. Alright. Let's go through a couple other questions from Twitter. PTA. What is PTA, Jules? What are you talking about? You old man. I don't understand your references. What's my favorite anime studio? I do not care about studios. I've transitioned from caring about studios to caring about directors, but I guess my favorite is KyoAni because of their work ethic and like the way they treat their workers. Kyoto Animation is amazing at that, from my understanding, and is the best like working conditions for like their employees. And obviously with the arson and everything, like I want to give them my full support. Even if Yamada left, like, I'm a Yamada stan, but yeah. I guess Kyoto Animation. Paul Thomas. I have no idea who Paul Thomas. That's a very white name. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry, I'm not cultured. My students tell me that I'm not cultured all the time, so it's nothing new. What do you mean it's really bad? No, I want to see it. I want to see it, Leo. Link me. I follow a lot of like my friends on YouTube, but I don't actually like get a lot of their videos on my feed or like notification wise. So I'm sure it's the same like for me. Like if I put out a video, I doubt like the YouTube notification system sucks ass. It's so bad. Yamada baby, yes sir. I haven't seen There Will Be Blood. I have not seen that movie. All right. Let's see. How would you rank the various mediums you've consumed? Anime, manga, visual novels, light novels, films, books, etc. Perhaps you can give your thoughts about each. So this is from Kren on Twitter. All right. So, visual novels in the mud, obviously. Yeah, that hasn't changed even after I've gone through Feta. Visual novels kind of suck. Visual novels are the middle of limited animation and reading a book, but not reading it the way that I want, because I only get it line by line. And I tried changing the settings so it like reads continuously, but then it's too fast for me. So I don't like visual novels. Obviously, I'm currently only into my first visual novel, so it's not it's not that great. Like, for real, they are Jules, they are. I do not like visual novels. The only visual novel like I am like super super excited for is obviously the Science Adventures, Steins Gate. Like, that's gonna be my top one visual. I'm already calling it. It's gonna be my top one visual novel. Like, there's no doubt about it. And Yumi Neko, at maybe a couple years from now, I'll get to that story and I'll become like a god at solving mysteries at that point. But that won't be anytime soon. Mahio saved my life. Uh, that OST that you post all the time, it is fire. So I will get to it eventually. I'm sure I have to get to through Fate as well. But screw visual novels. That is on the bottom. That is down here. That's on the bottom. Let's see what is above that. I haven't read that many books recently, but I loved reading fantasy books when I was a kid. So Percy Jackson, Guardians of Gahul. What else? Magic Tree House. That was fire. Like, I was immersed in it. What are some of my other books that I really enjoyed? Like Dragon Rider. I don't remember the author for that. Um, sure. You should definitely do that. You should definitely do that. Go ahead. Go ahead and flame me, Jules. It is peak content farming. Hey, it's the React life. It's the React life. Let's do it. Just skip through the boring parts, Jules, and get to like the meat. Ask me some good questions so you can farm it. I'm totally okay with you doing that, by the way. Danganronpa is the only immersive visual novel in my opinion. I've been told it's good. I don't know anything about Danganronpa. I see a couple fan arts of some of the characters when I'm on Twitter, but I don't know enough about it working. Let's see. So I guess books are there. I've read a couple books recently, but it was only Jekyll and Hyde. I've read Night on the Galactic Railroad because I really like Act Age. And I really like that theme of the Galactic Railroad. So Penguin Drum also has that theme. So I read the actual source for it. It is really good. I obviously think Act Age did it better because of how it not really twists it, but adds another layer to it. Peace, Jules. I will see you later. I really like that. I think those are the two books that I've read recently that I really care about. I'm not really into that many books. Films are great. I watch it pretty casually with my friends. I haven't really hit any of the critically acclaimed like films in like Letterboxd or whatnot. So, Akudama Drive is from Danganronpa? For real? I did not know that. I did not know that. That gets me like a little bit more interested. But what link, Ra? I don't think I have links registered for chat because people can spam random things. So just type it out. Just type it out. What is your favorite PS5 game so far? So one of my top like games, Final Fantasy VII Remake, is really good. I love Final Fantasy VII. I actually haven't played the original, but I played Dissidia on the PSP, and I love Cloud and all that. I've watched Crisis Core. I actually haven't played it, but I watched it. I watched Advent Children. What else? Ghost of Tsushima. I played the DLC on the PS5, and it is beautiful. It's a beautiful game. It's a beautiful game. Have I played any PS5 only games? I don't think so. I started Deathloop. I really enjoy the mechanic for it, but I haven't gotten really far into it. I'm terrible with games, by the way. I usually just like, it's not that I drop them, it's that like I get like an hour in and then I forget about them and then and then I move on from it. I'm currently playing Dying Light, and the only reason I'm playing Dying Light 2 is because my friend loves it and I have access to it, so I'm playing it. I like the parkour for Dying Light. It's pretty good. The level design is okay. But again, I usually play for the story, I guess, for games, so yeah. I definitely need to get into more games, but I literally don't. I can't keep up with the game. Like, I end up losing interest and I just never continue it. There's so many games in my catalog, or my backlog. Do I play Warzone? I did at one point when I, like, really, really was into Warzone because my friends were playing it. I did. I'm not very good with, like, FPS. Alright, I'm gonna head out. Alright, peace, Leo. Enjoy. Send me that thumbnail and then send me the video that you think that sucks, but I'm sure it doesn't suck, so send it to me. You know my Twitter, so just DM me. But yeah. Alright, so what was the question? So we had visual novels, we had books, then we have films. And then I would put light novels, because like the only big light novels that I've like actually read is from Nisio Isin. Like, I'm currently going through Monogatari. I finished Zaragoto. Like, Nisio Isin is he's really good at writing. He's sus, no doubt about it. I don't know why Japanese creators write the kind of stuff that like, it's weird. It's really weird, and that's the only reason I can't give it I can't give it a 10. It's weird. Made in Abyss, Monogatari, like these series, like I can't give a 10 for the weird shit that they put, like. But yeah, Nisio Isin is great. He's the main person that I've read light novels for. So yes, light novels are great. Zargo has no. It has a little bit in volume 1, a lot in volume 6, but it's very minimal compared to how much it is in Monogatari. So that's why Zaragoto are going to be above Monogatari always. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. Is it worth getting the PS5 now or waiting till Christmas? I don't even know if it's possible for you to get the PS5 now. I mean, like one of my mods, he was here earlier. He's gotten so lucky getting PS5s. But like me and my group of friends got it like on release, luckily. So I've had like the PS5, like my PS5 is literally right here. Like I've had it for a while. Obviously, it's like this is what I use my PS5 for. I use it for Fortnite once a season. I use it for watching like Netflix and Crunchyroll, and I play the occasional game and never complete it. So like me having the PS5 is kind of a waste. Yeah, it's not a waste. It's kind of a waste. Because like I play games with my friends and they're busy, so, and I'm busy too, so like it is what it is. I guess wait till Christmas. Maybe they'll have more stock, Brian. Like maybe, but you send it to me on Twitter. All right, let me check Twitter real quick. Oh, Leo, you're not here, but oh, I recognize this artwork. This is Gullid, my goat. Leo, I know you're not watching it, but I hope you got consent to use this artwork because yeah, I don't know if Gullid. I think it's Gullid or something. It's something like that. The Twitter. Their artwork is so good for Jose. It's beautiful. It's literally so beautiful. But if you're gonna use that as a thumbnail, you better get consent for it, or I can't support it. Alright, bro. Why do you have my face? I hate you. You could have just sent a QR code like the other one. Why is my face your profile for everything? I swear to God, bro. I swear to God. Okay, the artist like handle. Hold up, let me let me type it, bro. This artist for Hoseki, my God, just the downright beautiful art. Leo, I hope you got consent to use that as their on the thumbnail, cause yeah. Okay, you improved it. I bet I will watch this video later today. Thank you, Leo. Screw you, Ra. Alright, where was I? We're still ranking mediums from Kren. Hold up. What's left? So yeah, light novels. So like Death Note, Another Note is a really good example of like a light novel using its medium to its full advantage, and Nisuisen is fire with that. Obviously, I'll talk about it more in a video, but like Nisuisen has almost a clear understanding of Death Note, like at its core, and the character for Naomi Mizura. Like it is so good. It is so good. Imagine getting rickrolled. Yeah. I literally got rickrolled last week, so it's nothing new. It's nothing new. This is why I don't have links for my chat. And then, do I like anime or manga more? That's a tough question. Like for 1 and 2, do I like anime or manga more? I think I like manga more than anime. I think I do. Because I don't care about OSTs. I barely recognize voice actors. Like I should, but I barely recognize it. So I think I have manga more because the way that things are paneled, the way that the speech bubbles are like positioned, the shot composition is crazy with anime. Or sorry, with manga. I think manga is better. I've definitely like paid attention to OSTs a little more since I watched Mars Red, but yeah, manga is better. So top one, so is manga, anime, light novels, films, books, and then visual novels. I think that's the order. That is the order. I have watched a lot more anime recently, but like manga, like the art is fire. Yeah, I'm not a Sakuga head, so like I don't really care about that as much. I've been paying attention to a lot more animators, especially with like My Dress Up Darling and a couple others, but the best of the best anime versus the best... Okay, so the best of the best anime definitely wins compared to the best of the best manga. Because I don't think I've really read that much of the best manga, in my opinion. And even like the top tier, like critically acclaimed that I have, I don't rate it that highly because I haven't reread it because they're long. But with anime, like the best of the best is some of these animated scenes that are like fire. Hyoka, Tatami Galaxy, like I love them way more than some of the manga. I think the biggest difference between anime and manga for me is like pacing. And with manga, you can set the pace of... Like, even though there's, like, a designated or intended pacing for a scene, like, you choose how you pace a chapter, an arc, a scene. Like, you choose how it does it. And I think that choice is really important, and manga allows that to happen. While anime, it dictates the pace of its own. So whether you agree with that pace or not really affects the way that you enjoy things. That's how I view pacing. I'm sure other people view it a lot differently, but Blue Period or okay. So there's two ways to take this. There's Blue Period anime versus Hoseki no Kuni anime. Hoseki no Kuni anime blows it out of the park. The Blue Period anime sucks. I dropped it. I can't watch it. I can't watch it. It's not good. It's not good in my eyes. Blue Period manga versus Hoseki no Kuni manga. I think Blue Period is like just a tier lower than Hoseki no Kuni. I have both Blue Period and Hoseki no Kuni Volume 1s in my classroom. Obviously, I had to give these kids like taste of some of this. Some of peak, right? I gotta give them some taste. Like, obviously they're my taste, but you know, in my eyes, a lot of like teenagers are used to shonen and maybe like the really like high quality like seinens, but that's about it. Yeah, exactly. Some culture. Exactly. Exactly. All right. Let's get to another question. All right. Avocado says, can you say read Kimi wa Hokago Insomnia for me? Yeah, so read that. It's Insomniacs After School. I just caught up to it. It is very wholesome if you enjoy that wholesome kind of things. The art is really nice. So, yeah. I thought they didn't respect you. They don't. Most of them don't, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm not looking for respect for some 10-year-olds. Like, let's be real. I'm just trying to get some money. That's all. So yeah, read Kimi wa Hokago Insomnia or Insomniacs After School. The female lead, Magari, I think is how you pronounce her name. She looks fire in any kind of stripes or like baggy overalls. Like her fits are so good. I love seeing like the cover pages and it's like her fit. That's what I look forward to. The spreads are good. It's a cute story. But yeah. Alright, let me use the bathroom real quick. I will be right back. Why would why would I give a toilet cam? Come on. What do you mean? What do you mean? Some hidden gems you would like to shout out to the world to watch that you've seen. You already know. You already know. Hyoka. You gotta watch Hyoka. Oh, off the top of my head, dude, I literally have to pull up any list or my anime list to like figure out what I've watched. Like, I don't retain that information because a tracking site takes care of it for me. What have I seen recently? Dorohedoro is actually really good. I was not expecting it to be that good. I don't know why I wasn't expecting it to be. It was pretty good. Erased manga is better than the anime. What else have I seen recently? Nisekoi, low key. The final arcs for the manga, kind of fire. It's kind of fire. I wasn't expecting to get emotionally attached. And I wasn't for most of the series. I was complaining to my friend. It literally took me like a year and a half to get like close to the end. Is My Dress Up Darling good? Yes, sir, it is. Yes, it is. It is a perfect balance between like lewd and wholesome. Somehow they strike the balance. Somehow they do it. Ra, for your answer, yeah, I really don't care if they don't respect me. I think I didn't like. for me, I think people can smell the freshness of other people. And like, I don't know if you understand what I mean by freshness, but like, I think people can recognize that really easily. So it's not something that I can counter without experience in the industry. So I knew coming in like that it was what was going to happen. And like the reality is like once I'm done with the year, like these kids will either think like, oh, like this was a really like shitty teacher that I had when I was in middle school, or this was like a pretty chill teacher that didn't really teach that much. And I'm fine with either of those opinions. Like it doesn't matter to me. Let's see. Underrated gem is Castle Swimmers. Yes, sir. But no one reads webtoons. Let's be real. Let's be real, Julian. No one reads webtoons. Like, why do you think I pivoted my entire channel to anime and manga? Because, like, even though the fan base for webtoons is pretty high, like, there's something about webtoons and like that the way that it's structured. Like, it's read this way, right? So you have to position like characters like this is kind of like the dynamic you have to position it, and it's not as like this is not as cool as two characters facing each other. Does that make sense? Like that's why manga is so good. Like manga's meet or Boku no My Hero Academia. It's okay. You should read the manga. The anime for My Hero sucks. I actually have movie 3 downloaded, so I think I'll watch that sometime this weekend. I've seen some nutty clips of My Hero movie 3, so I am excited for it. I don't really like the My Hero movies because but the animation is great, so I'll watch it for that. Where was I before I pissed? Oh yeah, is Dress Up Darling good? Yes, it is good. You should read it, watch it. If you watch it, it's a lot more fan service. There's so many jiggle physics that goes on, and like that's the nature of the series. And you know I don't care about fan service, but like dress up is one of my exceptions. Like I'm fond of it. I am. Let's see. Yeah, apparently Megalobox is fire. Isn't Megalobox inspired by Joe? Donnie, what is you? I did shout out some hidden gems. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? All right, let me see if we gonna go on AnyList. Hold up. Let me see if my stream can handle this. Alright, if it starts glitching, this is on you, Donnie. This is on you. Let's see. AnyList. Yeah, no, all right. I'm getting off. I'm getting off. I'm getting off. I'm getting off. I was trying to hide the get a PC and a better keyboard. Yeah. I'm trying to get an actual apartment, so I'm trying to save money for that before I invest, but that bandwidth is see, this is why I didn't want to pull it up. So the main reason it wasn't the bandwidth. The main reason why I clicked off was I didn't know how to close. So like I have my like bookmarks like for Chrome like here, like around here. I don't remember the like shortcut to close the bookmarks, and like I kind of dox myself if I do that. So yeah, we're not going on Chrome until I figure that out. Is the bandwidth better now, or am I tripping? It's glitching. Hey, this is Donnie's fault. All right. I'll re-answer it. So I was saying you gotta watch Hilka. Shit, I don't even. I don't remember what else I was saying. I'm be real. There's some really nice anime that's out there. That's great. I don't know what the definition of like an underrated gem is. Like that's kind of hard. That's hard to do, I guess. So I'm just not going to answer that. Let's see. Avocado actually had a real question. How do you deal, if you do, with having multiple random bursts of video ideas but limited time to work on them? Okay. So the bandwidth is better, right? I'm going to open up Notion. So tell me if it starts glitching. And I guess I'll close Notion if it does. Because that's the best way for me to show how I deal with multiple ideas. Does Sangetsu count as a hidden gem? I don't know. I don't know the community. I don't know what the community stuff is for Sangetsu, because I don't think it's a hidden gem. People were talking about it nonstop on Twitter. That's why I watched it. It's beautiful. It's amazing. I'm excited for the manga. It's getting a physical release this summer, so I'll actually start reading it. But I don't know if that's considered a hidden gem, right? I don't know what the definition of that is. And again, I literally have to pull up AnyList and look at my completed or my on hold to tell you what a hidden gem is. I don't have that information off the top of my head. I don't think about my favorites every day. I don't have time to think about them every day. That's the reality of it. Alright, let's see. Notion is loading. Am I glitching? I'm assuming I'm not, since no one is complaining about it. Because this is the best way of answering Avocado's question. Come on, please load. Okay. So I'm going to give you a little bit of an insight. Let's see. Let's move here. So, there was one that I talked about that I didn't talk about. Kyoso Giga is a hidden gem right here. Look, it is fire. It's only about 10 episodes, 11 episodes. It's very good. I really like episode 3, and I want to talk about it. So that's why it's here. So this is my video. All these ideas I just throw in here, and within these ideas for Notion, I can make drafts of scripts or whatever my random thoughts are, and then I can move them to whatever stage they're in. So I had one for Blue Period. The anime kind of sucks, so I don't want to actually make this. For Blue Period, I might make one on Neko Sensei's. I really like. This is Notion. This is where I script, make all my scripts, everything like that. Notion is really great for project management, so I use that for everything. But all of these individual ones, let me just click on Rakugo. Will it actually pull up? So it opens like this. Obviously I made a blank one to show you guys, but this has a full script and everything planned out in here with images and everything. So Avocado, this is how I do project management essentially. It's not lagging. Thank you, Ra. So even with limited, I don't have the idea of limited time, because if I don't have a video ready, I've made these videos in 2020, 2021, and obviously I haven't released any of these videos at all, and I probably won't for a while because I would have to reread it. And the way that I want to do manga videos, I don't want to be lazy and just put panels. So I've held off on manga videos. So the Witch Hat one, Witch Hat, I read January of 2021. It is fire. It is amazing, but I don't know how to visually create it that's better than Lines in Motion. They are an amazing creator, and I don't have a way to top it, so I don't want to make this video yet. What else is manga? Blue Period, the self-reflection kind of thing. It's a good idea. I think the Neko Sensei idea is even better because I really like Neko Sensei. But I actually do have an idea of how I want to do it, but we'll see. We'll see how it works. But yeah, that is how, with limited time or having a lot of ideas, I just throw them into an idea bank, and I like do a script whenever I feel like it, and then eventually it will come out with the video, whether it takes a year, 2 years, however long. Like, it is how it is. But hope that answers your question, Avocado. Let's see, another question. Both Oddness and Alan asked, would you consider making YouTube a full-time job? Right now the answer is definitely no. I do not make enough money. I think, like, feasibly, I would have to get like 100,000 views a month to make like a livable wage, to pay like really like low end rent, which is like not realistic at my stage. If I had like 10,000 subscribers, 20,000 subscribers, maybe that would be a possibility, but I don't. I had 1,000 at the end of last year. I have barely 2,000 now. It's not a reality for me, and I don't think I would ever want to do full time with YouTube because it's too volatile of an industry. Like, it's not. If I made 100,000 plus views like a month, like consistently, and like if there was some fluctuation, it's okay, but like that's not a reality yet, so I would not want to do full time. Like, for me, like 100,000 per month views is what I would want. I don't even know what I have currently, but it's nowhere near there. Alright, Ra, peace. Tatami one taking 10 years at this point. I have to pump it out. If I want to do a Tatami like episode by episode, I have to pump it out before Tatami Blues releases his first episode. And they don't have a release date for Tatami Blues yet, so that's the only reason why I'm like slacking on it. If I actually got like Tatami Blues is coming out summer 2022, I would have to pump out videos, and even if the quality is not that great, I would force myself to do it. So yes. Hopefully that answered your question, Avocado. Let's see. Julian had a good question. Why is your wiener tiny? I answered it in on Twitter, but it was because I was born into this world. I just guess it wasn't a Titan. Yep, for real. Let's see. What other questions do we got? Let's see. Okay, what are aspects you appreciate the most when it comes to storytelling? No, quality. Yes, quality obviously matters for Tatami videos, and I want to stop not pumping it out. But if there's a time crunch, we gon' get it to work. We gon' get it to work. Maybe I'll just put it on the back burner, because reality is my episode 1 Tatami video got like 150 views. Like, it wasn't that much. So like, I could scrap it and just do Tatami Blues as it goes weekly if I want to. I really want to have like a strong foundation for Tatami Galaxy, like the original by Yuasa, but I mean, we'll just see. We shall see. Aspect for storytelling. If it evokes a emotional response for me in any kind of way, that's kind of what I look for. Obviously, I don't expect anything to make me cry or like thing, but if I care about it enough and I think about it, that's what I look for. I don't know if that really answers the question, Tiho. If you had to choose a series that seems like it was made specifically for you, what would that be? I don't think any series is made specifically for me. I don't think no one cares about me. Let's be real. But the rose-colored life, any kind of Galactic Railroad like theming, rose-colored life theming, like I really enjoy that because it's something that I fixated on when I was like younger, having this perfect dream and doing everything for that dream. Like, that's something I resonate with because I live that day to day, and it's who I am. So any story that kind of tackles that, obviously I would think it's made for me, but it's not really made for me. I'm not the only one that romanticizes things. So yeah. Yeah. Does anybody have any other questions? If not, we will end it in just a bit. I didn't expect myself to talk for almost 2 hours at this point, but yeah, I had fun. I had fun with this water, you know? Let's see, I want to make sure that I didn't miss any other questions. I can talk a little bit about like the strategy that I want to do. So like YouTube rewards sessions. Yeah, 2 glasses of full water. Yes, yes. The strategy for YouTube is more on session times. So they are big glasses. I think this is like 500 ml. I could be wrong. Maybe 500 ml. I could be wrong. So YouTube rewards retention more than anything, and it's not retention on any like given video, but it's retention on keeping the user on the platform. So what I like unintentionally did with the Hoseki no Kuni videos is having people that are interested in Hoseki no Kuni, linking them to my Hoseki no Kuni like playlist. It keeps them on the site because they're like, oh, like this video, like 94, 95 is really cool. And Inspirational talked about other gems. Like, let me click on that next. Let me click on board. Let me click on yellow. Let me click on, oh, the ED. He talked about the ED. That's cool too. And like they have like a binge session, right? So YouTube rewards people that stay on the platform, like videos that keep people on the platform. So creating that like web of videos that keep people on is like the meta for YouTube. So I want to like bank on that essentially. So like all my Zaragoza videos should be tied together in some kind of way. So I want to focus on end screen like elements. I want to focus on like my introductions a lot, so it keeps people watching. And then connecting that web. So like anything that I release in the future, it is all interconnected into my brand. That's a goal. Whether it's actually successful or not depends on my skill and my like talents, and we'll get there eventually. I'm in it for the long run. Like I don't see myself like, yeah, Zaragoza doesn't have a big fan base. That is correct, but like it will be a good testing ground for me, and it's also not the only thing that I'll be releasing this year. So like I will use that as a foundation to test things. Yeah, it should be really fun making because I'm like forced to kind of reread because it's a lot of words and I don't remember the words. Especially the final arc for Zaragoza, I don't remember it much. Obviously, I remember the big story beats, but I don't remember it much, like the nitty gritty parts. Yeah, I hope it's fun watching. We'll see. We'll see in March, since it's gonna be Maki. I don't think anyone really cares about Maki, other than the fact that she pissed off E. Like that's honestly it for it. So we'll see if I can find an actual angle for it, because I haven't finished the script for that. But yeah, Death Note, another note, is what I'm focusing on at the moment. And like yeah, so like Death Note, another note, it's more like, do I pivot to spoiler free at the beginning of videos or for the full video, and then creating a completely separate video that's more spoiler full? Like, would that get people to do it? You should do a Vagabond video, since I don't remember anything about Vagabond. Donnie can tell you, I literally binged that series in like, I did like 100 chapters in like 3 hours. Like that was the rate that I was reading, because it flowed so well. And I don't remember anything. I really don't. And I want to get physicals to actually reread it, because like the scans at the end suck. And like at this stage in like my manga reading, like if the scans aren't good, I'd rather buy the physicals. But I don't want to buy the physicals for Vagabond because they're not that great. So I'm in this like weird middle ground. We'll see. You will shed a new light on why Maki is slept on. Maki is slept on because she sleeps, dude. She doesn't do shit. Like, let's be real. But I like Maki a lot, so I will talk about her. Yeah, it must be good since I binged it, right? Yeah, I agree, but how would I visually present? Like right now, I have this dilemma. Like, how do I visually make something unique for a manga video? I don't really have the answer to that, so I don't think I can do a manga video anytime soon until I solve that problem. Because the standard for manga videos is putting like the image and then like moving up and down, right to left, we zooming in and out like that. That's the like, that's the essence for manga videos, and that's boring as like it's boring. It's boring. Do I put my face in it? Like, do people care about my face enough? I don't know. I don't really like my face, so like, I don't know what, like my screen presence in like obviously this live stream isn't the same thing as the screen presence in a like scripted video, since it's scripted. So I haven't really decided how I would tackle it and if my face is even required to do it, because like some like big channels, like obviously like AJ or like hiding in public, like they don't use their face, right? So their face isn't like what captivates people to stay on. So I don't know if my face is worth it to capitalize, or it's just better to use clips or some other kind of imagery. And again, like my favorites are visually aesthetic, and I really want to create that as well with my videos, because like if I like my favorites the way that I like them, I should be able to create videos that match that. AJ does manga panels in a video background. Yeah, I know he has like the videos, but like that's less lazy than what like I do, obviously, but like it's still not enough for like me to watch that. I would only watch for his speaking and his talking points. I wouldn't watch that for a visual video. And I want to, and I guess it goes to like a branding thing, right? Like the reason why I'm doing YouTube is like eventually sometime down the line I might create my own like webtoon, comic, whatever. Like maybe I create my own IP, right? And if I'm not building the skills now to create that IP, like what's the point of me doing these videos? So I want to think long term for it and create that visual like style. Like certain creators are tied with their visual style. Like obviously Yamada is tied to her visual like aesthetic for it. Sam Esmo, who did Mr. Robot, like he does what like people are like this is how like Elliot hold on. Julian can tell you like this is how Sam Esmo's like shots are. Like that's really visually interesting, and like he's one of the only ones that uses that kind of stuff. Like I shouldn't have obviously to that like polished way, but I should build towards that. And what I'm doing is not building towards that. I'm being kind of lazy with it. And like yes, it gets like short-term views, but like I should care about the longevity of my brand. What else? What else would you want me to talk about? I really do. I actually haven't watched an AJ video in a hot minute. I don't know what my aversion to his videos are at the moment, but I haven't watched his videos in a hot minute. Obviously, I watch a lot of like anime and manga like YouTube videos for like research purposes. I've really been into Anime Digest by Shapes. Ever since I found him, like he highlights other like AniTubers. I think that's really cool. I literally, since this is like a podcast form, I watch it like on the way to work, so I don't really care about the visuals. And like that's the thing, like a lot of the videos that I watch, I don't care. Like on YouTube, I don't care about the visuals because I'm watching it on the way to work, or I'm not paying attention to the visuals. But like I should make a better effort on caring about the visuals myself. So yeah. All right. I'm gonna end this in about like less than 5 minutes, so it hits that nice 2 hour mark. We gonna go for the nice 2 hour mark. So yeah. What else you got for me? Like one thing with my Twitter, right? So the reason why I took, yeah, honestly, I took myself as an aesthetics guy, but like for YouTube videos that I watch, I don't care about the aesthetics because I'm not looking at the screen while I'm driving, or like I watch YouTube videos like right as I go to sleep, so like I'm only listening to the audio. It's kind of weird that the videos that I end up watching are long form and podcast form, which is the opposite of what you would think that I would like. But yeah, like it's kind of weird. I don't understand how that developed, but I guess like my habits ended up developing that. So like for my Twitter, right? Like my avatar is Shogi. I think that's how you pronounce her name. The girl from Volume 3 for Zaragoza. But it's blue because my my designer changed my logo for YouTube to a blue whale that has my like letters on it. So it's not more Tower God centric because like originally it was like full of Tower God references with the whale. Yeah, humans are full of contradictions. You're right. So it was like the whale, and it had like the horns and like other power ups that Bomb, the protagonist for Tower God, had. And I was like, I'm not even talking about Tower God anymore. I need to pivot and change my logo as well. And like, there's a chance that like if it was tied to a series, and I don't talk about that series, I would have to change the avatar so much. So I was like, all right, like let's think of something that's more like brand centric for my like who I am. And I don't actually like love blue. Like blue is a nice color. I actually like orange a lot, but if you look at the color wheel, I think blue and orange are on the opposite ends. So I was like, all right, we'll go with blue. We'll go with blue. So he made a blue whale with like a darker blue background. So it's like, all right, so everything that I do should match that blue. So that's why I was so lucky to find this blue. And let me share the Twitter account. This person just straight up kills it with Zaragoza like fan art. They are so good. They're so good at it. They're so good at it. And they made a shogi, and I was like, all right, like this isn't like probably my top 5, like maybe top 2 characters that I enjoy in Zaragoza. I love her, and she has this blue background. She's blue, like it would fit perfectly. So like everything ties into that. So how can I make my videos match that aesthetic flair of the blue? And orange is my favorite color, so I don't really know how I want to incorporate it. And obviously this is a learning process, so a lot of ideas in my head, but it is what it is. Wait, do you have an editor? Oh, okay, so my editor used to edit my scripts. He's not actually an editor like like I edit all my videos, and I'm not very good at editing. So do I want to hire an editor? I don't want to hire anyone that I can't do at a basic level myself. That's the only reason why I don't hire. And also I don't make much off this YouTube channel, so I'm not at a stage to hire a bunch of people. But yeah, we shall see. Obviously, if we get more subs and more watch time and more views, like more money gets generated, and I can do it. But yep, that is about it. I will see you guys next time. So thank you so much for watching. We hit 2K, we made a big mark, and we will keep on growing no matter what. So thank you. Why did he edit my scripts though? He just edited my scripts because he wanted to edit my scripts. And that was like at the very beginning. So that's about it. Alright, peace. I will see you guys at another one. It'll probably be Purple Hyacinth or Death Note or Another Note. That's probably the next thing that I'll release.